Welcome back, YouTube. So in today's video, I'm going to cover why I'm ultimately bullish on Dogecoin and why I'm seeing evidence of just this massive amount of pressure that's having to come in to combat the prices, even though Dogecoin has corrected, along with the rest of the market. Because a lot of times people had questions, especially today. They're like, "Oh my God, what happened? How come Dogecoin got hit really hard and went down compared to some of the other coins that went up?" And I always say in this case, this is the prime opportunity to check like the shorts, because typically you're going to see a reflection of that in the shorts. And that's what we have here on the charts here. We have a really big candle, really big green candle today in the shorts here. And I've seen this as high as like 6.3 million earlier today. Looks like they've come out of it somewhat, but still relatively, this is a decent candle here. And I want to use this to kind of show you just the amount of effort that they're putting into controlling the price of Dogecoin and keeping it below certain levels. And we're going to do this by taking a broader look on the charts here to look at what the price of Dogecoin was at previous levels when they were using this amount of shorts. And if you're familiar with some of my older videos, I use the analogy of the spring, right? So when you compress the spring so much, the closer you get down to like that floor, the maximum pain position, the greatest amount of force is going to have to be taking place to even keep it there, let alone to get it down to that level compared to when you're starting up here. So, now you can take advantage of like low volume or uncertainty in the market and stuff like that. But even with all of that, technically on the short side, they're still having to put a great amount of effort in order to get the price of Dogecoin within their range that they want. So let's take a look here. We're going to zoom out because right now this is obviously today, July 29th. And we're going to use, because we were up here and they kind of consolidated out around 6.3 million. So let's look at some other points on the chart here to prove my point as to what's going on here. Remember, they cannot continue this shorting pattern and stuff like that as far as what they're doing. So especially at these rates. So if you're shorting at the rate that you were when the coin was 5x, 6x, what it currently is, and you're having to continue to short that, and you can't even move the coin a penny, that's letting you know you're technically fighting a losing battle. But hey, we've seen shorts do some really stupid things over the last year, 2 years. So this is, I wouldn't be surprised if they fought this to the bitter end. But overall, let's take a look here at the wider mark here. So we have today, and if we go back to February 24th of this year, you'll see when we were pretty much right here within that range, when we were touched above like the 6.3. And I have the notes here. We were at around 12 cents. So this is similar amount of shorts that we're seeing right now. We were at 12 cents. So this is 100%. This is a double from where we are now. And of course, that may not be enough evidence for you. So let's go a little bit further. Let's look at January 25th. So January 25th, we crossed this threshold and we were at 14 cents, right? So let's go a little further back. We're going to take a look here in November. Let's go November 1st when we crossed this threshold. And the note said we were at 27 cents, right? So over 4 times where we are now, they were using the same amount of shorts. So let's go back to August 15th. August 15th, we crossed this threshold. And we were at 31 cents when we had this amount of shorts. And then we can even go back to the last run up in May. If I'm going to find it, May of last year, like May 20th. We had these really big candles with the wicks, and we were still at around 30 cents. So as of right now, if we take a look pretty much over like the last year compared to this amount of shorts that we have in Dogecoin currently at 6 cents, that we had this amount of shorts, we were crossing this threshold here at 30 cent, at 12 cent, 14 cent, 27 cents. And they're taking that amount of pressure to maintain Dogecoin to where it is right now. That says enough as far as for what the actual price of Dogecoin is and whether or not we are even close to that equilibrium. We're not even talking about just utility and hopium and rockets and all that kind of stuff. We're not talking about any of that. We're talking about just fair market value without these fake sell orders being injected. This is literally what we're talking about here. And we are massively below that. And we see this every time the market gets a run or there's a catalyst, even though I believe this is like a relief rally, still you see the shorts coming in saying, no, 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 no. You stay in this range here. And you see the massive amount of effort that is taking place. We're gonna go back and see that the shorts are literally just several of this really big green candles is really building up. And we can even go a step further here and look at the pools of liquidity. So even though you see massive of these big red balls here, literally these sell orders trying to push Dogecoin down, if you look at the amount of liquidity that is actually trailing just literally right up under where Dogecoin is, you'll see massive amounts of liquidity here, literally just waiting to execute. And you'll see even we're getting bounces here, even though we have like these massive sell orders here, and it comes down, hits the liquidity, and we start trending upward. That is massive support. And this is why I'm overall bullish in the market. I'm not saying like be bullish now or this is going to be a rocket to the moon or something like that. I'm saying I'm overall bullish in the coin because this type of manipulation and BS, it always ends with them exposing themselves and a violent upward tick. So if we look, let's see, this is pretty much like the current liquidity here that's forming. You'll see that as far as for downward, we don't really have much downward pressure right now. They have, I guess they're still building in the moment, but you'll see the buy orders. Look at these green candles here, or excuse me, I guess the green bars here below our equilibrium, and you'll see these massive orders waiting to be filled, all technically within the 6-8 range or higher. So this right here, you're going to see in order for them to break it, they're going to need a much bigger green candle here to kind of get through this this floor here for these buy orders that are waiting. So this lets me know that the consumers, retail, they're bullish in the coin. And these prices, like I said, regardless of the situation, what's going on with recessions and how to define recessions and that kind of stuff, I believe these are ultimately great prices. And it looks like the market is agreeing with me. And the shorts are pretty much having to go to desperate measures and these really high marks here to maintain control of the coin. That is ultimately why I'm bullish as far as for the coin here, because when you look at the numbers and the effort, it doesn't make sense. Because if the coin was dead, if retail had moved on, if this wasn't like a catalyst and stuff like that, there's no logical reason why you would see this amount of shorts at this price. There's no way that the amount of shorts in Dogecoin at 30 cents or higher should be equal to the amount of shorts and 6 cents or higher. And when you engage that amount of shorts and hit those record levels, you cannot even move the coin down a penny. That is a great amount of force that's pushing back against these shorts. That's ultimately why I believe this is going to I believe this is going to put on a show really in the next bull run. So this is certainly going to be a story for the ages. The greatest thing that you can do to support your coin, support your investment, I still stand by it, is going to be to remove your coins from exchanges, and so that they are not in a position to borrow them, to short, or to help people who want to take a negative position against your coin. And I personally use the ledger, the Nano, and I have links for those in the description section. Those are my affiliate links, and they take you directly to the website so that you can buy directly from the manufacturer. And if you're looking for some extra money to get into the market, I do have a link with Moomoo, and they do not do payment for order flow, so they're not technically giving your information over to the hedge funds and stuff like that in order to take positions against you. And you can get 10 free stocks up to $2,500 each for a total of $25,000 by opening an account and depositing any amount. And I have a link for them in the description section as well. I hope this video finds you well. Let me know if you have any questions in the comment section. I'll get to as many of you as I can. I appreciate all of you. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you in the next one.